This is my little ginkgo biloba tree. This poor little thing, I wanted it planted here. It's right in front of the house. And it's far enough away from the house that it wouldn't cause any issues with roots or anything. But I wanted it here so when it finally grew, it would give some shade. But my husband has run over this thing. He has thrown wood on it when we got wood in, and he's hit it with the trailer, and he's run over it with the truck. He's hit it with the lawnmower. That's how come it looks the way it does right in there. But anyway, hopefully it will continue to grow. It was pretty small. It's grown a little bit since I've had it. I think it's pretty. But anyway, that's my ginkgo tree. And then we got these trees put in up here at the top part of the yard. The first one is the Methley Plum. That's where cotton is. And the one behind it, where cotton is walking towards, is a Bruce Plum. And then the one behind that one is a Keffier Pear. And then the last one in that row is an Elberta Peach. And then coming back this way on this side, we've got the red delicious apple tree, and then the golden delicious apple tree, and this one here is a Gala Apple. They look really good. We got them in last Wednesday, which would have been the 9th or the 8th or the 7th. Whatever last Wednesday was, last week, last April. Today is the 13th, so it'll be a week tomorrow. And we've got everything up here. This is going to be the orchard part. And when we first moved down here, there were some really old apple trees up here, but they were really old, and they had the borers that had bored down into the wood, and they were diseased, and they just couldn't be saved. So we went ahead and took them out. And this is the top part of the yard, and this is where hopefully the trees will flourish. I don't know. We planted them, I think they are starting with the plum tree 20 feet in between each one, and then from the peach to the apple row they are 25 feet. So they should have plenty of room to grow and do really well. I hope so. Yes, you can see our mess beside my hubby's building. He's got to get that stuff hauled off. He's been doing some cleaning, and the large tractor is still in my way. It's probably going to be in my way for a while because he still cannot find the fuel injector pump. He made some calls this morning, and he found somebody that said they had one, and it was going to be almost $1,400 to get that one. So I don't know if he's going to get it or not. He called another person who said they would look for one, so I don't know. But anyway, standing back here, you can see the house. And the reason that I do not like this house is because it is old. It needs work. The landlord that we previously had when we first moved down here did not want to fix anything, and my husband has done some work on the house, and we did not get paid for anything that he has done. He's put 2 floors in, and we didn't get paid for that. Didn't even get the money back for the stuff that we had put into it. And then he passed away, and his sons took over the estate, and they promised that they would do stuff, but nothing ever got done. And then it changed hands. The younger brother, no, I think the oldest brother has it now, and he is the one that we talked to again about buying this place. And we are not looking to buy it for the house. We were looking to buy it for the property, because there were 16 acres on this particular property. But he told us that he did not want to sell. He told us he didn't want to sell. And then he thought about it and told us that he would sell us the part where the house is at, but the other acreage where he's got trailer spots, people rent the spots, he wanted to keep that. And a surveyor was supposed to come out today to survey the property to let us know exactly what we would be getting, but we have not seen the surveyor. So I don't know what's going on with that. I truly do not want to buy this property. I don't like this property. I like where it's at, but I don't know if it's showing up. I guess it is. It starts with a hill here, and then it kind of flattens out. There's a dip right here, right beside the trees. It dips, and then it kind of goes up again, and then it drops off. There's actually a hill there. My husband has graded that down so it's not a steep drop off, because it used to be just a straight steep drop off. He graded it down so it's sort of kind of just, you know, a little slope, and then it's sort of kind of flattened. Well, don't flatten out, it's still going downhill, but it's not a hill. And then it sort of kind of goes down into where he's got the goats that I call the flatten, even though that's not flatten either, because there's nothing flat around any of this property, nothing. On the back side of where we've got the goats, where the green grass and stuff is, where the trees are, that's a hill. I mean, it's just, you know, it's a hill. So, yeah, there's just not a lot of, I consider, usable land. And I want to flatten it out, but we can't do anything until we find out if we're going to get it. And I went ahead and bought the trees and all the stuff, the blueberry bushes and the raspberries and a blackberry and grapes. And now I'm not sure where to plant any of it, because my husband said that he wanted to flatten this part off, but he told me to go ahead and plant the apple trees and the peach and the pears and plums. So I did that, and he's talking about flattening that part off because we will get the field. I know that. The landlord told us that the field would be part of it, which I've always considered this part of our yard, even though we weren't allowed to use it, because there is a pine grove over here. That used to be the road that went all the way out there to another house. But the lady that lived there moved out probably 4 years ago, and they gated it off so nobody can go down there. The water meter people have to have the gate unlocked. They got a key now, but they had to have the gate unlocked for them to go check it, because they still said that they had to check it. But anyway, yeah, so there's pine trees over there, and then that was an open field, and I have said that in another video, but that part down there is closest to the yard, and our garden was on the other side, so my husband kept that cut. This part, the trees were not planted. Those pine trees came up on their own. So when the landlord found out that the pine trees were growing, he said to go ahead and leave them and let them do their thing, see what they do. Well, because they did come up on their own, they look like they were planted somewhat. They're more, it's more full now. There's a lot more smaller trees that have grown up in between the pine trees. But before, they were actually kind of in rows. They looked like they had literally been planted, but they haven't. But because now they are so close together, they're not going to do anything other than what they've done now. They're probably going to start dying out because they are so close together. I see some in there now that look like they have died. But anyway, this video wasn't supposed to be about the house and the yard, just about the trees. But Fran went on a tangent. So if you made it this far to the video, thanks for watching. Leave me a comment, and I guess I will talk to you guys later. Bye.